Ever landed after a grueling international flight, your body aching, your mind foggy, only to be confronted with a seemingly endless line at U.S. Customs? The anticipation of finally being home quickly turns into frustration as you inch forward, surrounded by weary travelers. What if you could bypass that entire ordeal? What if, instead of joining the masses, you could glide through a dedicated lane, leaving the long queues behind? That's the transformative power of global entry. It's not just about saving time, it's about reclaiming your travel experience. Global Entry, a trusted program meticulously run by U.S. Customs and Border Protection, empowers pre-approved, low-risk travelers to breeze through immigration formalities with remarkable ease, utilizing advanced automated kiosks. These kiosks are strategically placed to minimize wait times and maximize efficiency. The process is remarkably simple. Just scan your passport at the designated reader, quickly verify your fingerprints using the biometric scanner, and answer a few straightforward questions displayed on the touchscreen. And just like that, you're on your way, often completing the entire process in mere minutes. But the benefits don't stop there. The best part? Global Entry automatically includes TSA PreCheck for all your domestic flights, granting you expedited security screening privileges on every trip. Say goodbye to the hassle of removing your shoes, wrestling with laptops, or emptying your bags at security with Global Entry and TSA PreCheck. Your entire airport experience transforms into a faster, smoother, and significantly less stressful journey. The program is fundamentally built on a foundation of trust. All applicants are required to undergo thorough background checks and in-person interviews, meticulously ensuring that only travelers deemed low risk are granted approval. This rigorous screening process allows CBP to strategically focus its resources on identifying and addressing higher-risk travelers, ultimately making the entire airport environment safer and more secure for everyone. For those who meet the eligibility requirements, Global Entry completely transforms the often dreaded end of a long journey, turning what was once a stressful hassle into a moment of genuine relief and a smooth transition home. It's truly the ultimate fast pass, not just for international adventures, but also for seamless and stress-free domestic travel experiences. Excited to sign up? Not everyone can. Global Entry is open to U.S. citizens, lawful permanent residents, and citizens of select partner countries. Eligible countries include Argentina, Brazil, India, Colombia, the UK, Germany, the Netherlands, Panama, Singapore, South Korea, Switzerland, Taiwan, and Mexico. Each country may have its own extra steps, like UK citizens needing a background check and access code, or South Koreans using their SES program. Always check the CBP website for the latest requirements for your country. Canadians have access through the Nexus program, which includes Global Entry benefits. Mexican nationals must first be approved in Mexico's Viajero Confiable program. These partnerships are built on trust and cooperation, making travel smoother for eligible citizens. If your country isn't listed, you'll need to look for alternatives. Understanding your eligibility is the first step to a successful application. Check the details before you start. Why isn't Global Entry open to everyone? It comes down to security and trust. The U.S. only partners with countries that can share reliable background data and meet strict security standards. Formal agreements are required to ensure thorough background checks, just like for U.S. citizens. Not all countries have compatible data privacy laws or secure passport systems, making partnerships complex. The U.S. scrutinizes each country's identity documents to prevent fraud. These agreements are ongoing, not one-time deals, and require constant collaboration. Limiting eligibility keeps the program secure and effective. It allows CBP to expedite low-risk travelers while focusing resources on unknown or higher-risk arrivals. While it may seem exclusive, this careful approach is what makes Global Entry work. Security always comes first. Subscribe for more adventures. Ready to apply for Global Entry and unlock a world of smoother travel experiences? It might seem a little daunting at first, but don't worry. Here's how to do it step by step, making the process as clear and straightforward as possible. We'll guide you through each stage, ensuring you understand what's required and how to complete it successfully. Your journey begins at the official Trusted Traveler Programs, TTP website. This is the central hub for all Global Entry applications and information. Make sure you're on the legitimate site to protect your personal data. Before you can start your application, you'll need to create an account on the TTP website. This account will allow you to save your progress, check your application status, and manage your global entry membership in the future. Now comes the crucial part: filling out the application. Be prepared to provide detailed personal info. This includes your current and previous addresses, a comprehensive employment history with all your jobs, and a complete travel history for the past 5 years. Gather your old passports and travel itineraries to make this process easier. Accuracy is key here. Be thorough and honest, double-check every field before submitting. Even seemingly minor mistakes or omissions can delay the processing of your application, or even lead to a denial. So take your time and ensure everything is correct. Once you've completed the application, you'll need to pay the $120 non-refundable fee. But before you reach for your wallet, remember that many travel credit cards will reimburse you for this fee as a cardholder benefit, so check your card's perks. With your application submitted and the fee paid, CBP now conducts a thorough background check, and this process can take weeks or even months, depending on the volume of applications they're processing. Patience is key. While you wait, you can check your application status online through your TTP account. If your background check clears and you're conditionally approved, congratulations! The next step is to schedule an interview at a global entry enrollment center. Alternatively, you can take advantage of enrollment on arrival, available at select airports, which allows you to complete your interview upon arrival from an international trip. During the interview, a CBP officer will carefully verify your documents to confirm the information you provided in your application. They'll also take your photo and fingerprints, which will be used for biometric identification at global entry kiosks. The officer will also review your application, asking questions to clarify any potential issues or concerns. Don't forget to bring your passport and another form of government-issued photo ID, like a driver's license, plus a printed copy of your conditional approval letter, which you can find in your TTP account. If all goes well during the interview, you could be approved for global entry right on the spot. Once approved, you're set for 5 years of expedited travel through global entry lanes at airports and land border crossings. Remember to keep your information updated in your TTP account to avoid any potential issues when using the global entry kiosk. Safe travels? What's the real impact of global entry? Beyond just skipping the lines, what does it truly mean for your travel experience? It's a game changer for all kinds of travelers, from seasoned globetrotters to families embarking on their first international adventure. It levels the playing field, offering a smoother, more predictable experience for everyone. Picture a business traveler from Germany landing in Chicago, jet-lagged and eager to get to their meeting, while others wait in seemingly endless lines, shuffling forward inch by inch. They're through immigration in minutes, a stark contrast to the weary faces surrounding them. They collect their baggage, bypass the customs queues, and are off to their meeting, fresh and ready to present, while others are still stuck in the immigration maze. Imagine a UK family with tired kids, bleary-eyed after a long transatlantic flight. Instead of facing the daunting prospect of a long queue in Orlando, filled with restless children and mounting stress, they simply skip it. They breeze through global entry, starting their vacation stress-free, with smiles on their faces and the promise of Disney World just around the corner. Consider a South Korean student returning to California after a long flight, eager to get back to their studies and friends. Global entry avoids the anxiety of navigating the notoriously long and crowded LAX lines, a common source of stress for international travelers. They quickly retrieve their luggage and are back to campus quickly, ready to dive back into their academic life without the lingering exhaustion of airport hassles. Even a U.S. backpacker returning from South America, filled with stories and souvenirs, benefits immensely. They can be home, unpacking their memories and sharing their adventures, before most passengers even clear customs. And remember, children under 18 can accompany parents through the expedited line, regardless of their own global entry status. This simple perk makes family travel infinitely easier, transforming what could be a stressful ordeal into a smooth and enjoyable experience. The real benefit? It's not just about saving time. You get your time and energy back when you need it most after a long journey, when you're already tired and potentially jet-lagged. No more dreading the end of your trip, the long lines, the uncertainty, the feeling of being trapped. Instead, you experience just a smooth, fast entry, a welcome end to your travels. Global entry turns a travel headache into a breeze, allowing you to focus on what truly matters: your destination, your family, or your work. It's the ultimate upgrade for frequent flyers, streamlining their journeys and maximizing their productivity. And it's a lifesaver for families alike, transforming stressful airport experiences into smooth and manageable transitions. Once you experience it, you'll never want to go back to the old way of traveling. The ease and convenience are simply too good to give up. Not everyone gets approved for global entry. Here's why and what to do if you're denied. The most common reason is a criminal record, even for minor or old offenses like a DUI. False or incomplete information on your application is another red flag. Double-check every detail before submitting. Past violations of customs, immigration, or agriculture rules can also disqualify you, even if you weren't fined. If you're denied, you'll get instructions on how to appeal through your TTP account. Provide clear explanations and supporting documents, like proof of expunged records. There's no guarantee, but you have the right to request reconsideration. Honesty and accuracy are your best tools for approval. Prepare carefully, and you'll maximize your chances. Want to make your global entry process even smoother? Here are some expert tips. Check your credit cards. Many cover the $120 fee, so don't pay out of pocket if you don't have to. Use enrollment on arrival. If interview slots are booked up, it's fast and convenient at many airports. Bring all required documents to your interview: passport, another ID, and your conditional approval letter. The interview is quick, just confirm your info, get your photo and fingerprints taken, and review the rules. After approval, keep your info updated, especially if you renew your passport or change your name. Visit an enrollment center in person to update your passport, no appointment needed. If your info isn't current, the kiosks won't work and you'll lose your benefits. Stay organized, and your global entry experience will stay seamless for years. A little preparation goes a long way. Not eligible for global entry? Don't worry, there are still ways to speed up your entry. Try the free mobile passport control app, available to U.S. citizens, permanent residents, and some visitors. Enter your info, answer customs questions, and get a QR code for a shorter line at participating airports. It's not as fast as global entry, but it's much quicker than the regular line. Consider arriving at airports with U.S. pre-clearance facilities like in Canada, Ireland, or the Caribbean, so you clear customs before you land. If you must use the regular line, be prepared, have your documents ready, forms filled out, and stay polite. Organization and patience can make the process smoother for everyone. A positive attitude helps too. Is global entry growing? Absolutely. The U.S. is always negotiating with new countries to join the program, especially those with strong security ties. Expect more nations in Europe and Asia to be added in the future. Technology is advancing. 2 biometric systems like facial recognition are being tested to make entry even faster. Imagine walking through a corridor, having your face scanned, and being cleared without stopping. Global entry is leading the way toward a smarter, more efficient travel experience. The benefits will only increase as the program expands and technology improves. If you're eligible, now's the time to apply. It's one of the best investments you can make for your travel life. Subscribe for more adventures. Happy travel!